Hi, so I wanted to try and explain a bit more about the condensed program. So, the condensed program works with any type of curriculum. So, we can grant equivalency credits for grade 9 and 10 as long as we have the students' transcripts from their school for grade 9 and 10 to show that they completed them. We give 8 credits for each grade. And the total credits needed for the OSSD are 30. 6 of those 30 must be grade 12 university prep courses, a minimum of 6. Those are the courses that the universities need for admission. And of course, there are different prerequisites as well that come into play, but I'm not going to get into that because it's too confusing. So for grade 11, this is an example of how it would work. So they would take the Ontario credit of grade 11 English. This means their English class would be replaced with our English class. And the reason why is that the grade 11 University Prep English from our curriculum is one of the courses that universities look at for admission, and it's the prerequisite for the grade 12. And this is an example of a challenge credit. So a student would take their grade 11 mathematics, and at the end of the year, they would do their final exam, but they would also challenge the credit with our final exam. It might be an exam or it could be a project they would be given. And whatever mark they got on their exam or project would be the mark they received in the course, the Ontario math course, and they would receive that credit. So this would not require an additional class. They would take their national curriculum. Now it says here Taiwan. This could work in any country. And so then they would take their own math class, but at the end of their math class, they would take our exam. We would provide the math teacher at the school with our final review, and she could go through that with them. Or we could also have one of our teachers. Another example is they could also challenge physics. They could take physics with their national curriculum and then challenge it with ours, like challenge it with an exam or a final project. So this would be at the end of their national curriculum course, they would do this. Chemistry, we would do this as a collaboration course. This means they would take the chemistry at their school, but we would then give them 5 rich summative tasks for each strand of the Ontario curriculum. Now, these should and will, for the most part, match up with the curriculum of any national curriculum because chemistry is chemistry. And that's why I've picked the math and sciences for challenging, just because they're very similar in every country. So these are not big projects, and they could be worked into the same class that they're already taking at their school. And then biology, we would do the exact same thing. They would be given 11. They would be given 5 rich summative tasks. And these are just little projects that would cover each of these topics. And these would, the teacher could give them as they go through their own biology unit. Their own biology units. And so we would talk to the teacher of the national curriculum and talk about the best time to give those assignments. Computer science, we suggest they take ours instead of taking their own computer science, just because we have an amazing program and it's actually an advanced placement credit as well. And in grade 11, they earn their JavaScript certificate at the end. So this would be 1 Ontario credit. And then in art, we would do again a collaboration. They would take their art again with their national curriculum. They would, as they go through it, we would ask for photos of evidence of their learning in that course. And then we would give 2 rich summative tasks at the end of the course to meet the remaining expectations for the Ontario curriculum. And so so basically, they only are taking 2 full credits with Ontario. in this example, it's the computer science and it's the English. So then we move on to grade 12. Now, in grade 12, the universities require a minimum of 6 grade 12 U or M courses. So this means they're university prep courses. Pick 6 from the list below. The challenge credits, and this is important to note that the challenge credits and collaboration credits can also change depending on the school. All students must pick in grade 12 English. And then it just says, if a student wants to do business, these are the courses they would need to pick. If a student wants to take engineering, these are the courses. Computer science, these are the courses. Health sciences, to become a doctor, these are the courses. Industrial design and university, they must pick these. So now, and we would do all that pathway. So in grade 12, they would all take the Ontario English again. So our English would replace their English class. Then they would take the math in their own curriculum. And at the end of their math course, the end of their year, they would also take our final exam or a project that we would give them. Now there's 2 grade 12 math credits. And so we suggest for the calculus and vectors, they actually take ours. So we replace a math course with our math course. And then they could also challenge physics again. If they take chemistry, they would take ours. Same with biology, same with computer science. Computer science is again an advanced placement, and they would earn a Python certificate at the end. And these are actually like in the field, like these are recognized certificates in the industry. And then biology, we can do a collaboration course. Now, I wanted to mention for bio and chem, we can also make these collaboration if needed as well. And you have to remember as well that they will not be taking all of these courses. They would only take 6 of them. So I've listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of the 8, they would only pick 6. So they would only pick 6. So that is how it works. And once they've done that, they've earned their OSSD, their diploma. I hope that makes it more clear. And please let me know if you have any questions. Important things to note is in grade 12, they only pick 6 of these. The chemistry and biology could turn into collaboration credits depending on what the school wants. And so we would talk about that. And then the computer science, these are courses too that can be taken at home. They don't have to take them during the school day if they don't want to as well. And finally, there's always summer courses as well that schools can fit the courses into. But I think the way that I've explained it, it's very doable. It's not a lot of extra work for the students, and they get 2 diplomas at the end. I hope this makes sense, and let me know if you have any questions.